Hi, my name is Alex Rock,
My name is Kat, or Adorathebean on Twitch.
and we're going to be playing We Were Here.
We're here.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess. And it seems like I'm gonna be the librarian.
And I'm the explorer. Explorer, the explorer.
Oh my god, Adora the explorer.
Adora the, oh no.
No, I'm Adora the librarian, I'm sorry.
Well, that's fair. Adora the librarian. You increased. Hold.
Hello! It's really cold in here!
Oh, is that us walking off? I wonder if that was us walking off. I guess I can't hear her doing this. The storm's too loud. I would do the same thing, I'd go right in. Oh. Oh. Spooky. We were here. Okay. Where, let's see. Doesn't look like I start next to Cat.
Hello, are you there?
What the? Can I talk? Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. Can you hear me now?
I could hear you before, hello.
Wait, really? I hadn't picked up the walkie-talkie yet.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, I could hear you, but I didn't have the walkie-talkie. I picked it up, but before I picked it up, I could still talk to you. So I guess these games are kind of like escape room games because I'm in a pretty small room. Not too much going on. Okay, that's not true. I have written on the wall in you know, it's supposed to be blood, but it kind of looks like someone just wussed out and they used slightly red paint. But they put the answer lies.
I have a book that looks like it has blood on it that says between the eyes. And I saw a poster on the wall that has a bunch of eyes and symbols.
Okay, well, none of my books are interactable. But there's like a cabinet that looked like it had books that's tossed over. There's a door that is probably what gets unlocked and I go through at the end. A desk, can we jump?
What?
We can jump, but it's not good. It's not a good jump.
Okay, so I have a bunch of doors and you only have one?
Yes.
So I'm assuming we probably need to get you out of your room.
Okay. I do actually have something else besides that. I have a wall which has little markings on it. One looks like a circle with a line down the center, and going through it as well, like from top to bottom, and then as well as lines going through it at the diagonally. The shape that happens when someone's walking through the rain and like a storm comes or a gust of wind, and then all of a sudden they're holding on to like an umbrella and they're like and then the umbrella pulls out backwards, and then it's just ruined for forever. An A shape with a T where the line across the A was supposed to be, and several more. I don't want to go over all of them.
I think you mean a kitty mouth with a line coming out of it.
That's fair. It could be that too.
Okay, so I have all those symbols, but I also have like different colored eyes.
All right. I think I see it. What do you mean by different colored eyes?
Like the first row is 2 blue eyes. The second row is a red and a green eye. The third row, a blue and a green eye. The fourth row, a green and a blue eye. The next row, 2 red eyes, then a blue and a red, 2 greens, a red and a blue, and then a green and a red.
So, I guess I have a green then a red eye from left to right. If that helps, like, choose.
There's a green and a red, and it looks like a fancy Z with like lines coming off the tips of it, and then an M that like connects in the center like an X.
The door opened.
Oh, I have a door as well that opened.
All right, I'm in a new room. It's got a big old clock in it. Let's see. There's a strange painting on the wall and a whole bunch of little discs.
I have a bunch of paintings that are strange on the wall. What does your singular painting look like?
Let me see. Hold on, I'm doing some parkour. All right. It looks like a monkey who's been cut in half, who has a dog tail, and then like where the half ends, there's like another arm coming out, and the arm is inside the head of a human skull, and there's like a witch's hat or a snail on his butt.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I also have 3 slots underneath it. What the?
Yeah, there's symbols underneath the painting. That's probably what you need. I'll try to describe them. The first symbol kind of looks like a candelabra with like circles where the candles would be.
Okay, sorry. There's strange sounds happening. It's freaking me out. Okay, what?
The first symbol looks kind of like a candelabra with like circles where the candles would be.
I think I have 2 shapes that look like that. One has circles at the top, one has diamonds at the top.
Circles.
Okay.
The second one kind of looks like a scared, like, surprised, shocked building or robot face with like little twigs of hair on the corners of the top.
Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again. I didn't get close enough to it. I thought I did, and I just threw the block down, so I had to go re-get the what'd you say, the candelabra?
Candelabra with like the circles on the top.
You mean like the one that uses teleport whenever you fight it?
What?
Candelabra.
Abra?
Abra, cadabra, alakazam.
Oh my god. Okay, you got the first one?
Yeah, sorry. Next one.
It looks like a shocked, like, alien robot or house with, like, little twigs of hair on the top corners.
Like a robot on a boat? Or a house on a boat?
It just looks like... Okay, it's like a shocked face, like 2 squares at the top and a really, like, shocked open mouth in the center bottom. And it's like a table, like a really long leg, and then a flat part on the top, and a really long leg at the bottom. And the top 2, like, left and right corner has, like, 3 little twig hairs coming out of it.
So it looks like a shocked robot.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, there's freaky sounds happening. What? Okay, last one.
It looks like a turtle on a stand.
Easy. I see the turtle on a stand. Got it.
I don't readily notice anything. I'm gonna go back to the main room.
I see a table with some cloth over it and 3 like little rooms. Actually, these probably don't. These don't do anything. Never mind. Ignore this.
I found a door that's leading me down lower and lower, and with like water.
I found an area with it seems like a water area that we're gonna have to go through. Maybe you've got to drain it. There's a door on the other side. Cat. Cat. The water's rising. The door is the door says orange.
It's probably like color combinations. Hold on.
Cat, you gotta be quick.
I did it. Red and yellow, orange.
Okay, I thought your puzzle was gonna be so much harder, because I just assumed that it was going to be like certain death. Like I was doomed.
Well, there wasn't much I could like do. I literally had 3 knobs with each a different color: blue, red, and yellow. And you said orange, and I mean red and yellow makes orange. So I was just like, okay.
So, Cat, I've got a problem. A new problem. I've got a brand new problem.
Yeah.
I'm in a tiny hallway that I can't seem to get out of.
Okay. Can you describe any more than that?
There are 2 doors on both sides and a button pressure thingy in the center.
I have a map, but I don't know if this is the map I need.
Does it say anything about a tiny hallway?
There's a bunch of tiny hallways, technically, but maybe, like, at the bottom left, there's, like, a section that's just a tiny hallway that leads to a dead end, so maybe that, I don't know.
Ignore any reference to the tiny hallway I have made over the last several minutes. I am just dumb. The secret and very difficult puzzle that was the tiny hallway was, I needed to walk up to the end of the hallway and hit E. I'm entering an area where there's a gate, with, a lever. When I use this lever, can I use this from this side? Okay, when I use this lever, the gate opens and closes.
Alright, we're talking over each other and it cuts out.
What? What do you mean?
Whenever we're talking at the same time on the radio, it cuts the other person out. So we were...
Oh, you're right. Okay, I just did it just to see if it would work. I guess make sure you say over at the end, and we'll catch each other. If the other one isn't saying over, make sure you call them out. And then we have to put a dime in the over jar.
So I also pulled a lever, and it made that map that I was looking at, like, have these, like, lit up bars and stuff, but it also lowered the chandelier, and I jumped on top of it. Now I'm being raised up into the ceiling.
Nice. Okay. Well, is there a way out up at the top?
I don't know. I'm gonna sit on this until it stops moving and see what happens.
Okay. I'm in a area, like I said, there's a gate behind me. There's a hallway to my left and right, and there's written in the blood once again is bring down the guiding light. And there's like 2 torches. Oh, I can turn off the torches. Turn off torches. I don't really see what the point of that is, actually. Let's see. If I go right, there's like a 4-room room that has boxes and barrels and stuff. There's also a lever with a blue handle on it.
Listen, I would love to help, but I'm still on a mission on the chandelier. Give me a second.
Oh, I found a dog with a chandelier head.
What?
Yes, he, Oh, sorry, actually, he might be eating it through his head, now that I'm looking at it properly. His neck seems to be a little bit engorged, and I'm assuming that's the base of the candle.
I don't think this is going up anymore, so I'm just gonna jump off and redo that lever because the map turned off. So 1 second.
Cat? Cat!
Yeah?
There's someone in here.
Okay, let's get on your puzzle then, I guess.
So, there was a blue lever. Sorry, there was a blue lever behind me in the area I was at, and now I'm at a blue gate. I went right from the first gate I was at, and I'm pretty sure it was... I don't know what color it was.
I was literally gonna tell you, my map has all these, like, blue, green, red, I guess, gates or doors. Then it has these blue, red, green X's, where I'm assuming the levers you're talking about are.
Okay.
To get to where the white arrow is, so okay. So go back to your white, like,
I wonder if that
hallway room.
flips her so I can try to talk to her. So... Wait, so you know I'm from the white hallway? Oh.
Yeah.
So I went right, and behind me was the blue lever. And so...
Oh, I would... hold on. Pull that lever.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go out and take a left, and then take the first right you can.
This is kind of cool. I wish there were more escape room games that were multiplayer or co-op. Maybe not just 2, like it could go all the way to like 3 billion. And I would be really satisfied with that kind of a result. I went left, and there's another 4 kind of square area room with 4 barrels and a table.
Yeah, I said go left and take the first right that you can.
Oh. Oh. There was, I think the same person I found earlier tripped, and now he's just crawling.
I'm having to go do the lever again. It took too long, so the map turned off.
Found a picture of a dog who is who's salivating white paint.
All right, so you took the first left. Did you go through where the blue gate would have been closed originally?
No.
Room with 4 boxes at the bottom left corner. Lever.
I am going through the other blue gate now. So okay, I get it now. I get what's happening. So I found a green lever. Do I press the green lever?
Yeah.
Okay, green lever pressed. Now what?
Go back through the blue gate, and then go pull the blue lever again. Tell me when you pulled the blue lever.
If I start getting chased by those things, I'm gonna freak. Yeah. You said blue lever?
When you pulled the blue lever again, tell me.
I have pressed it again.
Alright, exit that room and take a right and then go straight. Take a left and then go straight and then take a right. Basically just follow the only way you can go.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what directions you're saying, but you said right to begin with.
And then you should enter a room where our green gate used to be. And go through where the green gate used to be and pull the red lever. I gotta go turn it back on. Have you pulled the red lever?
No, I'm still looking for it. Do I need to go through the red gate to find it?
No, it should have been the first room you came to after you went through the blue gate on the right.
Oh, I found it. I honestly, I didn't even look right. I did like the first time, I guess, because I'm kind of remembering the way I ran there. But no, I just did not. Alright, red lever has been initiated.
Alright, go back to the blue lever.
Which way is it after I leave that green door?
Left. Let me know when you've pulled the blue lever.
I am pulling the blue lever now.
Go out of that room, take a left, and go towards that other blue gate that you went through the first time.
Why do I hear like the sound of wind? Do you hear the sound of wind?
Not really, kinda maybe, not really though.
Wait, how come you get to stand still and be comfortable and do all this?
I don't get to stand still. I've taken this map over and over again because you take too long. Let's do that again.
Yeah, you get to sit there and ride a chandelier.
Tell me when you've got to gone through the blue gate again and gotten to the green lever.
I already got past the green lever.
So you did the green lever and walked towards the red gate that was originally closed?
Yeah, but the red gate, never mind.
So you went through the green gate? Are you...
Yeah, I'm good now. I am now outside. It is very cold out here.
I don't see anything that opened for me, so describe stuff.
Well, I'm outside. It's snowing. There's like a statue of a monk. A generator. Another statue of a monk, and a giant chessboard, which I apparently omitted until just now.
I have a tape, it says world's greatest chess moves and a projector, so maybe I need to load it into the projector.
Do it.
I dropped it, god dang it.
I don't know what the point of this thing was. Why did I turn this generator on? Oh, I'm so snug right now.
It keeps like dropping, and I think you need to turn the generator on for me.
I'm so comfy. Look at this. So snug in this corner.
Did you turn
right
the
here.
generator on?
Yeah, the generator's on. Cab? The ice, I didn't mention this, but there's ice crawling up on my screen, and I think I'm dying.
It's bugged out for me. I can't do anything.
Big sad. Big, very sad.
It keeps taking the video tape away from me, so I can't load it, and it won't let me pick it up again. Oh my god, hold on. It's completely bugged out. I can't do anything.
I guess I just have to wait for my death.
Hold on.
Maybe.
Thing like I have it in my hands and loads it, but it's not actually on the thing, and it's on the table, and I can't pick it up off the table, so I can't actually start the projector.
I was gonna say, maybe you should go try to do something else, like do a different action to see if that'll help.
No, it did nothing. I literally can't interact with anything. I mean, I can't interact with the thing I need.
Cat, it's getting cold out here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you're gonna die. The game bugged out.
I'm gonna go sit by the generator until I meet my end. When you have it in your hand, Do you wait for the circle to become big before you hit E?
It doesn't have a circle at all. It's completely bugged out. I think you're dead.
So cold. So cold.
It's acting like it's on the projector, but it doesn't let me start it up, so it's not actually there. Well, the ultimate betrayal, because I can't do anything.
I knew you were Zeus cat all along. Cat,
Yeah.
I want you to write on my tombstone.
Writing your tombstone what?
Betrayed by one sussy baka.
One sussy baka?
You.
This is so dumb. A reel of videotape.
It's almost time. I can feel it. I can feel the cold. It's coming.
No. Just hang on a little longer. Maybe it'll let me pick it up. Maybe I'll stop having the butter fingers that I have.
I told you to stop eating those extra oily chips.
I should have listened. I'm sorry. I'll remember you.
I can barely grip my walkie-talkie.
It sounds like you're losing connection. Actually.
So cold.
Too slow. Wait, I mean, don't die.
I'm not dead yet. It takes a very long time.
I wish we could.
I'll remember this. It's like one of those games, the Life is Strange games. The plant will remember this.
The problem is whenever I'm carrying that reel of tape up the stairs, if I bump into like anything, it just drops it on the ground. And when I put it on the thing, I accidentally bumped it. It fell on the ground, and that's when it teleports back down there. But it's still acting like it's there, but I can't interact with it down there, and I can't start it up.
Can I try to pick it up from on top?
It just makes this like whirring sound like over and over again when I try to interact with it. So what what I'm assuming I should be able to do is put it on there and then like press this button or let me interact with something else and it'll start playing, but it's like nah. Oh, there you have it. let's retry.
Okay. Maybe you won't let me die this time.
Listen, the game let you die.
Why can I still hear you so clearly?
Did you turn on the generator?
Not yet. Generator's now on.
It's working? I'm seeing a chessboard and like chess moves.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you probably need to move your chess pieces or something?
I can do that. White starts first.
Oh, crap it.
Oh, it's a good thing we watched that one show.
Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, now I know how to play chess. I choose the Sicilian Defense.
Okay, so the pawn that's in front of the king, move it up to the white one, and the black one, both of them.
Which one's the king? Is it the tall one?
It's the one with the cross on top. But probably
These are very low poly objects in front of me, and none of them have a cross on top. Hurry, I'm getting cold.
tall.
What?
You said one was tall?
Yeah, there's 2 with crowns, 1 is very tall.
It should be the one to the right of the queen. So, okay, if you count the squares, it's starting from the white side left rook, it goes A, B, C, D, E all the way to the end.
Okay.
From the rook at the bottom left.
I got it, just go. How far does that one move up?
I was talking about? I can't hear you.
That one moved up what?
So that one moved up 2, and then the one that was in front of the black king also moved up 2.
Okay, Sicilian Defense.
Then the bishop to the right of the king moved up to the left 3 times. So like diagonally 3 times to the left.
Okay, done.
Okay, 1 second.
What am I waiting on? It's so cold.
I have to restart the projector every time. Move the pawn that's in front of the left horsey, if you're looking at it from white side, up 1.
Okay.
Then, I think it was something to do with the queen. 1 second. Yeah, move the queen diagonally right 2 times.
Okay, done.
Then you should move the horse near that pawn that you moved down in the L shape.
To the right or left of the pawn, if I'm looking up towards black.
Down to right 1.
Okay, done.
And then I think you move the queen to capture the pawn that's diagonally from the king and checkmate it.
Okay, we got it.
It's nice.
Hold on, we're not out yet. I'm still freezing to death. Oh, okay. I'm instantly fine.
Are you?
It's so warm in here. That I instantly stopped freezing to death. I have another compass, though. I guess that's red. Yeah, I have another compass, and it's pointing north towards this exit door. I've got barrels, I've got spikes, and okay. I've got like a little maze I have to go through, and there's a book with symbols.
I have like a bunch of books with symbols.
You remember the symbols we had before that were like the little robot on a boat? It's those symbols.
Okay, well, what does yours look like? Maybe books.
I like how we didn't continue using the over thing, by the way, but it's like a fox head on top of a silo. Oh no, it's a chunky fox. We got a chunky fox. We got like a thumb with a splinter in the end of it. A little sideways oval head lizard man. A candlestick with circles at the top, and a robot on a boat.
1 second. I found it.
Okay.
Let's see, there's text on the... Oh my god, hold on. There's text on the back of it that says, starting in the far west corner, 1 moves north thrice.
Okay. Starting in the far left corner, and what?
1 moves north thrice.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. I died. So you said from the far left corner.
From the far west corner.
Yeah, okay, far west, left, whatever, it's the same. Alright, so I move up 3 times from this corner.
I mean, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, then what?
Take 2 steps east.
Okay.
Take 1 step south.
Are you sure I don't just go for...
Did you die?
I died. Okay, yeah, it's the same one, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Alright, after the 3 north, what do I do?
Take 2 steps east.
Okay, then what?
Take 1 step south.
Okay, then what?
Continue towards the eastern wall.
Alrighty.
Then head towards the end of it all.
Alright, awesome. Okay.
Now where are you?
I've got some clothes. I'm in a very large room with some clothes. Some strange objects, a blood light.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm at a theater, like a
a
play is about to be put on or something.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what I'm at. I think I'm behind stage. Yeah. So I'm behind stage right now, and I guess I gotta put on a show for you.
I guess. I have, like I said, the stage, and there's like a music record player box, and then like a trap door on the back of the stage. Oh, I see you moving on an arch.
Yeah, that's me. Just moving arches out here.
I can interact with the record player, so I'm gonna do that really quick. So, like creepy, shadowy guy just descended from the ceiling in the back. And it said there once was a castle filled with life.
Okay, well tell me what the other ones are here.
It looks like a king or something.
That one?
I'm assuming it's a queen or a princess or something. Now it's the king, but he's like in a primal pose with blood and a bloody sword.
And that one?
That one is like a jester with 2 people standing there with him.
So, I guess the castle would be the arch, which I need to put out all the way. Hold on. And if it's a castle that's filled with life, we bring out the king, queen, and all the crowd, right?
Maybe. John, the shadowy figure just got closer.
He's fine.
If I get close to it, it narrows my vision and makes it where it's like black everywhere. So I think we're on a time limit. Oh god, it just made like a creepy sound.
Did it not work?
No, it did not work.
I'm gonna take away the king and queen. Maybe it's gotta be just the crowd, which would be weird. Oh, you said kingdom. No. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think you'd have the king and then you said the bloody king. I don't think you'd have that out at the same time.
No, and it just says there once was a castle.
There
Oh,
once
that
was
worked.
a castle filled with life.
Okay, let me.
All right, we got this. Easy mode.
And there lived a king and his wife.
All right, yeah. So this is easy, right? We just got to do exactly what the story tells us to do. So we bring out the king, we bring out the wife, and then we bring out the arch, because there he lived with. Okay, yeah.
He's getting closer.
And there lived a king with his wife.
Okay, that worked. Let me see what the next one is. All were happy and all was good.
So probably this one's bring out everything then.
Probably.
How many does it take to bring out this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All were happy and all
That
was
worked.
good.
Alright, the last one, or maybe not the last one? I don't know, the next one, that's what I meant. It just got closer. And until the king killed all he could?
So everybody is out but the bloody king, and the bloody king. Wait, are they all still out? Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, I asked the question, I kept my mic open. Yeah, are they all still out except for the bloody king?
Yeah, now I'll remove that king, and now everybody's out with the bloody king.
Until the king killed all he could.
Okay, that worked. Let's see what's next. Standing in blood, he proudly said.
I have a button that says blood light and I haven't gotten to use it yet. I'm going to assume I use it. Is there nothing out right now? Okay. Last time there was stuff out. That's the queen, isn't it? How close is the figure? What does he look like?
You know, like those puppets that have the little cross wooden thing, and they're like, oh man, he just moved again. He's like a puppet shadowy guy with yellow eyes.
Is he still out there? I think I got it.
Yes.
Did he like the show?
He's sitting on the front row, so I guess, I hope. Because otherwise I'm about to die. Oh, wait, there's a trapdoor open. I went through the trapdoor.
Hi! Let's get out of here, all sneaky style. All sneaky style. We're getting out.
The door closed.
I like how we're right next to each other, but we still have to use the radio. Hi.
Yeah, the door closed, and it was when I got off of this, what looks like a pressure plate.
Well, stop crouching, and we'll just run towards it. You ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Did you put a little oomph in your legs?
I did put some oomph in my legs, and I've recently been doing some leg days, so I should be able to sprint like a, you know, like a pro.
Like a leopard or a cheetah.
Like a boss.
Like a boss. So yeah, this is unfortunate. Oh, Oh no!
What?
It's the white gate!
Is this what they look like for you?
Yeah, this is what the gates with the colors look like. I wonder, well no, I couldn't have passed without activating it, but I wonder if like, I don't think I actually could have done anything, but I wonder if like, if that lever actually made this door go up.
I don't know.
So, how do we do this? Should we just squeeze through?
Yeah, let's just try to squeeze in.
One of us. I already died. You get to stay here, and I get to live.
It's my turn to die.
Yeah, it's your turn to die. That's another game we should play.
Listen, you died because the real tape bugged out. It wasn't my fault.
Listen, it's your fault regardless.
Okay.
Go get on that pressure plate.
The ultimate betrayal.
No, the ultimate betrayal was sitting there letting me freeze to death.
I tried to save you. It wasn't my fault.
What happens if you drop it while I'm standing under it? Nothing happened. You get back on that plate. Do you think you can just leave?
Just remember me. Forever. Bring me a pizza.
What kind of pizza?
I don't know, just like some cheese and white sauce. Maybe some jalapenos and pepperoni.
Do you have any food on you right now?
No, I'm probably gonna starve to death, but just hurry back with that pizza, you know?
Fine. Okay, you can go. I brought 2 whole bags of Welch's fruit snacks. I love fruit snacks, especially the strawberry ones.
Thank you for my life. I'll bring you some peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
What?
Get wrecked. Get back here. I'm kidding. You can go.
Bye. I'll remember you. What the? Seriously?
Okay, for real this time. Come here. Come here.
Can you peanut M&Ms? You're
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Oh.
So step back into the freezing cold. I wondered.
Was there another
Was there
way?
another way?
Was this
Was this
sacrifice necessary? Have we been here before?
Before. I haven't.
We were here. Well, that was a pretty good game. I don't think there's alternate endings or whatnot. Usually I look that up before I play a game if it has alternate endings. I think the only difference is whether or not like you or me escape. Obviously, that tall person there was you because your character model was so extravagantly tall compared to my crouched self. But otherwise, it was a pretty good game. It was really short, but
It was free. It was good. Good. And
for a free game, it was actually really good. Then I'm really surprised it was free actually.
The others cost. There's 3 more, but the third one or the fourth one in the series hasn't come out yet. I don't think.
This is like their demo.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Okay.
Should definitely play more of these.
Yeah, so there's 3 more. We'll definitely have to hit this up. But yeah, that's it for We Were Here.
Yeah, so if you liked our playthrough and want to see more, we'll do some more videos like this. Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Ooh, nice one.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next time.
What's the full list? Like, subscribe, and
yeah, like, subscribe, and comment down below what you would like to see us play next.
there you go. Smooth, buttery smooth.
Alright, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Yep. Bye.